Good morning, everybody. All right, today's video is the quickest of the quick looks. Now, I know in the past maybe I've said that and it turns out I've been full of crap, but that's fair. You know, I'm kind of a turd sometimes. But as I type this sentence right now, it's Sunday evening, and as I record this, it's Monday morning at 5:47 a.m. Soon to be gracing the work cubicle with my presence. And I just shot most of the video for the new Severn from Winter Blade Co. That was yesterday, though. Okay, are we getting our tenses correct? The Severn, as in I'll be severing off all my toes and fingers trying to get this shot. It's not even a great shot anyway. For this one, I'll be reusing some horrible jokes. Do you guys have a favorite joke I tell all the time? I'm going to be using some prior footage, and I'm even going to be incorporating a lot of nasty iPhone footage. I hate using my iPhone. It looks terrible. I don't have any standards, though, so, you know, everybody knows that. I should just do it live next time. Just record and then upload, and then description is knife video. But before we go any further, let's take a look at the dimensions of the Severn. Now, you know, Winter Blade Co. says they use magnets in their knives, and right at the top of their website. But this one is magnet-free, huh? So is that false advertising? Sorry, you say it like this. Hey, that's false advertising. Let me speak to your manager. You know the false advertising people. If you've ever worked retail, the people who find an unrelated product sitting above a price tag for something cheaper on the shelf, or who argue about corrections. They say they're going to sue or call the Better Business Bureau. Those are fun times. You know, for me, you know, back then, but, you know, other people are still out there living the dream, working retail. Now, the Winter Blade Co. has released 3 prior production models at this point. Now, if you are familiar with Brian's feed over on Instagram, I believe there's been switchblades before that are like electronic and have an OLED screen, if I'm remembering that correctly. He puts all kinds of weird prototypes up on his feed, and it's just absolutely amazing. Things that are never going to see the light of day, but it's cool because he's always innovating. Now, his past productions, which I'm pretty sure have all been made by Best Tech, as is this model. You have the Factor, you know, did a video on that. Then you have the Mirage, you know, just last month finally finished my video on that after sitting on the footage and a half-written script for 9 months. Then the Factor B3, which is just a slight update of the original Factor B2. Functionally, it's pretty much the same. And now here you have the Severn. Now, I'm familiar with Severn because it's also a cult film company, so they famously release expensive Blu-rays, and they're getting ready to release Cemetery Man on 4K, which is exciting because I've had the Laserdisc, I've had the DVD for years, and it's like been really hard to get on Blu-ray for a while, so it's going to be awesome to see it in 4K. Okay. That's where I nerd out. Anyway, the Severn. Now, the Severn doesn't use magnets for its locking mechanism or the detent like prior models, but technically, I guess it does use a magnetic thumb studs for easy swapping. So I guess it isn't false advertising anymore. Should have read the documentation that comes with this better. I'm working on this very, very quickly, so I didn't even read the idiot influencer papers that came with before I wrote those prior sentences. Now let's start looking at the blade. Brian has used either M390 or 20 CV in all of his models, and this is not really any different, although there's some hot shit bacon laser M390. Never heard of it, but it sounds like some high-tech pork shit. Also, the paperwork he sent me has some mention of Sandvik steel, which is cool because that would probably lower a price point. And there are at least 10 variations of this knife, but all feature this Wharncliffe and what looks to be a flat grind. Now, there's a choil up front for your, quote, detail work, and the handle here is black. The black handle is a PVD-coated titanium with some internal milling for weight reduction. Now, there are several models of this, and some of them have anodized aluminum handled options for those who want to save some weight, and those shave off about an ounce of weight because switch to aluminum, which I like aluminum. I'm not a titanium only guy. Now, this one fits my hand very well, and the Severn is a touch bigger than the other Winter Blade Co. knives. No hot spots, and the clip is kind of lowish profile, so it doesn't dig into my hand, my sensitive palm meat. I'm just joking. My hands are gross. They're not sensitive. They're calloused and disgusting. Lock here is known as a stealth lock, which is as tactical as it sounds, and I cannot fucking believe no one has called something a stealth lock yet. I'm gonna guess by that logic, there's no such thing as a ninja lock. I know we have the roundhouse lock with the truffles. Please, someone come up with the America lock. If not, it's money on the table, okay? Now, the stealth lock can be popped out and flung back like an axis lock. It is not an axis lock, okay? Or you can dig your finger in there and flick with the spine lever slider switch actuator. It's not really like, it's not an assisted knife. It's just you can pull it back and fling it. So you have to do the deploying. Now, I found that the spine lock is a little easier because you can time your flick open and flick close, flick open and flick close. And I know that when you use the side slider, you know, the one on the side there, once you get it down, you can get it to lock in place. You got to flick, and then you got to flick, release, and then it catches. And it's a precise timing, but that's the fun of fidgeting. This is for people who don't like to do the butterfly knives, the balisongs. But the top switch is my favorite there. Now you can click via the blade port. You know, you got that little port there. Kind of looks like a rounded lightning bolt. Or you can do the thumb studs. Now, the knife and its deployments and its pocket clip are all ambidextrous. You can flop the pocket clip to the right or left side, and the lock release mechanisms are equally accessible for right or left hands. The slider and, you know, the thing on the top is the spine. It doesn't really matter. You can even remove the thumb stud if you don't want it, or you can flop it to the other side. It's magnetic. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting in there. I think I need a little bit of a pin to push it through. Maybe I'm not that strong, maybe I'm weak, but here's how you do it. This is how I gotta do it. Maybe there's a little bit of a trick, and sometimes there's a trick and I don't get it right away. But that all said, this is a fidgeter's knife. The action is so smooth and addictive. Pocket clip, like I said earlier, it's swappable to the right or left side. Now I ain't gonna swap it, but it's tip up, and you can choose blade backward, right or left pocket. This is a milled titanium like the others, and I think it looks pretty great. It's kind of a fancy pocket clip. It's very thin and, you know, at the top, but then it gets thicker. It's pretty cool, and it fits the aesthetic of the knife. Comparisons. First, the Severn and the Factor. You can see it's bigger, similar looks in the blade style. I think the lock here is wonderful, and I like it better than the flip lever on the original Factor because it's easy to actuate. Like, no offense, Brian, but I do like your new model. Now the Mirage. The Mirage is a bit small comparatively. Both are fun fidgeters. Now we're going to see it next to the Surge Trope. You know, Trope is a popular movie convention, a popular television convention. It's funny. It's a little joke there, I guess. I don't know why he named it the Trope. I'm working on a review of this. Don't know when these are going to be available on his website. I know he did release this earlier, and hopefully he's not done with it. I need to send him a direct message. Set a reminder, Mark. Looks like a shark. Here it is next to the Paramilitary 2. You know this one. You love this one. You see it all the time. And it looks like I didn't clean a lot of these blades off before I shot this video. A lot of packages come in the mail here, okay? Nothing wrong with a little tape residue. All right, that about wraps it up. Hopefully this is a quick look. I know I've made a lot of mistakes, so it's hard for me to tell. I'm about 10 minutes or 11 minutes in right now. It's probably going to be about 8 minutes long after I edit out all my F-ups. The Severn is a leap forward in its locking mechanism and is such a fun knife. It comes in a lot of fun colorways. There's a fucking hot pink version of it too. You don't see a lot of hot pink knives, but you got one here if you want one. And I have no idea what these are going to cost yet, but pre-orders go live on November 22nd at 8 p.m., the Wednesday before Thanksgiving evening. You know, you buy yourself a little treat and all the holiday shopping. No one's going to know. It's just going to be another, oh yeah, man, it was this thing for I can't talk about it because it's a present for, you know, you or the kids or whatever. No one's ever done that before. It's dishonest. Don't do that, okay? You know, but you get yourself a little treat. No one has to know about it, right? Hopefully this video will go live at 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning. My Leatherman review's going live in like, I don't know, 3 hours now this morning. Sorry about all these time jumps, but, you know, it's the process. This is how the sausage is made. Okay, and this sausage happens to be terrible tasting and rotten. So thanks to Brian for sending me this for review, and thanks to the patrons because they make it all possible. I think that about does it. Hopefully this was a quick look, so like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching.